have you come by to see some carp? Well, 24 hours. Let's see what we can do. So here we have it, back on my favourite club water. Really pleased after it's been shut for a couple of weeks for spawning. So usually the fish are on the munch, aren't they? So what we got, so this time, because there was a lot of weed out there on my spot, I'm lucky to get on this swim again. I know this swim very well now. There was a lot of weed on the ledge that I have to get on. If you've watched these videos before, there's a little ledge before it slopes off. So I spent an hour using the weed rake, and it weren't long, look, until fish were sort of topping, sort of close to the two on the spot. So obviously very hopeful. I did decide to wang one over to the left margin as well, because the wind had been pushing in for a long time at this margin, and with it being so warm, the fish do come up and show quite close. So I was hopeful for the night ahead. Granted, we are still under the wrath of the high pressure system, which is obviously not the best for carp fishing, but we've got the post-spawn syndrome, as it were, and the fish should be on the munch. So tactics on the Darren Pecks version of the multicombi rig, my favourite longshank big hooks, 5-inch boom with 4cm braided section, or size 4 hooks, and like I say, a boilie only approach again. Something that I'm really getting into at the moment, and you know, it can be expensive, can't it? Because particle and pellet can surely bulk out your feed, but you know, if it gets results, it's all worth it, right? So you know, fish showing everywhere. I was feeling very hopeful for the night ahead. And that absolutely screamed off. Pearl of a fish. Like I say, they're quite outnumbered in here compared to the mirrors. So actually quite lucky to get one. Look at that. Let's get a back shot. Absolutely ripped off. There she goes. And after quite an epic battle, I've got something slightly bigger. Beautiful mirror. God, beautiful mirror that. Well, like I say, not an epic fight. I haven't had a carp fight like that in a long time. Well guys, I haven't had a wink of sleep. I literally put that fish back, chucked the rod back out on the spot, laid back in, and 20 minutes later, this absolutely tore off. This is very special. I've weighed it already, 19 pounds. And what a special fish to catch at 3:30 in the morning. Did you look at that one? Absolutely gorgeous. They're all pearlers in here, but that is just an amazing fish. Granted, the zip isn't complete on this side. It definitely is. Just look at that fish. Absolute mint condition, that. What a night this has been. It's incredible, I'm lost for words. Absolute pearler that is. Look at that. Just incredible, the fish in here, and that's no means the biggest fish in here, but what an incredible fish. That, in 4 or 5 years time, it's gonna be amazing. It was safe to say it was a pretty decent night, and although I wasn't amongst the big girls that reside in here, I don't think we're a million miles away. So stay tuned and follow along if you're enjoying seeing some incredible looking carp. As always, thank you so much for stopping by. The love and support, it really does go an incredible long way. And we've got plenty more coming up across the fishing spectrum. We've got more carp fishing, we've got cruising and tench fishing. I'll get the feeder out for some bream fishing. You carp only anglers probably didn't want to hear that, but no, there'll be plenty more coming up if you're a multi-species angler. But for now, tight lines on your next session.